In spite of all of my mistakes, I am bailed out. No, I'm not. I forgot to turn down Guild Wars 2 on this computer.
It is an awfully loud game.
Sure is, isn't it? I'm setting its volume from 100 to 10. That should probably do it.
I know we had this conversation, but why are MMOs so loud?
Needs to keep the player awake if they're planning on going for long nights. Needs to keep their attention from the monotony.
Well, I got bad news for the sound designers because most MMO players mute the game and just listen to their music or something.
That's literally what I do. Well, it's what I would do if I was still playing MMOs. I don't do that anymore, but...
What do you think you're doing right now, mister?
I mean, besides Guild Wars 2, I don't fucking play it off stream.
Well, maybe you should.
It's what I do with any game that I don't stream, honestly. Which basically means right now the MiHoYo games. If I'm playing those, I need to do like dailies or whatever the crap. That shit's going on mute immediately, and I'm like putting on some TV show in the background and just blazing through it.
Yeah.
In the case of Star Rail, which is a JRPG instead of an action RPG like the other two, that one's good for me because I can just like not even be at the computer and just let it go on auto. The only thing I would say that is missing is having an option to just automatically rerun the same dungeon.
Well, at that point, where's the game?
Well, that's for daily content.
I know you're doing full auto already, but but if it literally set itself up, then like, what are we even doing here now?
Well, here's the thing. There was a game that I played that did that. It was called Final Fantasy Record Keeper.
I almost thought you were going to say Cookie Clicker.
No, I'm not a cookie clicker player. Well, kind of. Not really, though. The thing was, Record Keeper had an auto repeat feature for quests that were deliberately designed for just grinding materials. Like, it wasn't for high-end content. It wasn't for... Because Record Keeper had a nice balance of, like, here are story missions you do for rewards, milestone rewards, basically. Here's, basically extreme boss fights. And then there were some other sorts of raids. I didn't play till end of service, but I remember at the time there was a lot of stuff and variety for you to do. Like, some content was explicitly not designed to be looped like that. It was real funny because some of those fights had you on a timer, and you got rewards depending on how fast you finished. So if you were real sweat, you would run certain team compositions that didn't rely on long animations.
We're to that level of saving frames.
Now, to be fair, that's something that's done in Granblue. The meta for Granblue is shifting away from charge attacks, which are limit breaks basically, to being more focused on doing auto attack damage essentially. Hold on. I'm lowering my blink sensitivity because I noticed I've been blinking a lot on streams when I'm...
That's okay, we can't see you anyway.
That's true. That's weird. You know what? I'm not going to touch that setting. I'm just going to go straight into the video game. But yeah, hello. Anyone who may or may not be here. I'm not streaming Fallout, as a matter of fact. I'm playing GW2-64.exe. There he is. The wide man of the hour.
The man himself.
Also, forgot to acknowledge Way Too Crab. Hello, sorry. That's weird. That wasn't showing up on the stream. Also, hi, Seiko.
I was thinking about doing Northern Lions Isaac intro, but I don't think it's. I think that would be uncouth.
Oh yeah, you think it'd be uncouth to rip off another streamer on some other stream?
I mean, I was just gonna do the Isaac intro verbatim. I wasn't going to adapt it for you or Guild Wars 2.
Oh.
So that's not ripping off so much as regurgitating.
Yeah, I try to avoid making jokes like that, just because, like, I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes the jokes are funny, but it's like, if I'm gonna be making jokes like that, I gotta be coming up with my own material, you know? Oh, right, we were in here.
We sure were.
Whew. Where the hell am I going? It appears you have an equipped item that does not have its stat selected. Oh, great, fantastic.
The War Eternal.
Oh, wait, before I even do any of that crap. Options.
Ooh.
Graphics options.
Ooh.
It didn't save my settings.
It should have. It saves all mine.
If it did, that wouldn't have been full screen 3840 by 2160.
Well, the screen resolution, I think, is one of the things that adapts to whenever you like first boot it up.
Ah.
But
oh,
the rest
shit.
of your settings,
Look
like
at my FPS.
oh yeah, exactly.
All right.
You can cap that at 60 if you don't want to waste the performance.
I guess. I mean, settings, pretext, best performance, best appearance, auto detect.
Or 120, I guess.
What?
I would just do best appearance.
It looked like my FPS went up for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Vertical sync off.
Don't worry. Where we're going, your rig will still buckle.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, look at that. Look, everyone. Guild Wars 2 on the highest settings. Let me see if I should limit the frames to... You said... Why is it 144?
I think that's just a common monitor value.
Let's put it at 120. I don't think anyone's seeing anything above 60 anyway.
True.
Wow. Guild Wars 2 has never looked this good in my fucking clown-ass shoes that I'm wearing.
I'm sure we can get you some bigger ones.
Oh, God. You know what? Whatever. I'm not even going to assign substats. We're at the point where I'm going to get better shit anyway. So let's see.
You will definitely want to find new gear somehow before we enter the next dungeon.
Oh, you think? Anyway, where are we going? Where did you want me to go?
Okay, so before we get into the shit today, 2 points of order. I want to show you a world boss. One of my favorite world bosses.
Mm-hmm.
To that end, I want you to get to the southwestern shore of this mountain range here.
So this area down here?
The southwestern shore.
Is it literally called Southwestern Shore?
No.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk south and west and
Oh, okay. Scroll a little to the left.
You mean
A little
this
to the left?
shell area?
Okay, so you see where it says 55 to 65?
Uh-huh.
I want you to go to the area directly south of those numbers.
The 70 to 75 or this little swamp area?
The area directly south of the numbers, Wild.
Oh, this particular thing. Okay. You got it, boss. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get there, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, we have some time, but you'll want to at least be in that map by around 9:40ish your time.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, let's lock in then. We're in for a long trek. Actually, I should set this to be borderless windowed.
Oh yeah, borderless window is always better. Second point of order, there will be more walking because the level 70 dungeon that we may or may not do today, I'm not sure, is in the northeastern corner of Ascalon.
Ah! So we better get moving then.
Yeah, to the world boss first though. Because that spawns at 10 and I think it only shows up every 6 hours.
Oh, that's fun. Do you remember people camping like the not Omega boss?
Chi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is very much like that.
All that for a fucking TV mount that people stopped using.
Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can link up with you. Because I'm not doing anything else on this stream while we're moving to the destination. So
oh no,
I might
Elden
as well
Ring
tag
gameplay?
along. I haven't played that since like the first stream.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. I totally believe you. Excuse me.
I have sent you a party invite.
So you have. Let's see. Accepted.
Okay, now I can see you. Oh, you are way far south. From where I've been.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it from where I need to be?
No, keep going. Do your thing.
Because I'm holding down the R button and I'm menuing to find the damn piece of equipment that has customized. Unused upgrade slot? No. Customize. Oh, I've been knocked over. Okay, I'm okay.
He's fallen and he can't get up.
You know, I am glad for the death of cable television, but if there's one thing I miss, it's seeing really shitty ads like that.
Yeah, the commercials. Like, obviously, no one liked their existence in the moment while they were trying to watch their favorite shows. But in retrospect, there was a certain charm to them that just is not present with modern internet ads.
The modern internet ad is this horrific amalgamation of like poor acting, but in a very it's not funny bad acting. It's just I don't want to watch this bad acting.
Except sometimes you'll get lucky. No, not even that. Sometimes you'll get lucky, and the ad you get will be some shit post that a random person decided to pay to put up on YouTube.
Oh man, I haven't seen one of those in like ever.
It's not common. The last one I remember seeing was a guy talking to his Homer Simpson slippers in Marge Simpson's voice.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know. I don't remember.
It's possible you saw it, but who knows?
I have spent so much time on the internet and just watching so much shit that I honestly couldn't say for sure. I will say that you mentioning Homer Simpson shoes for some reason tickled a funny part of my brain that made me remember a guy named Shoe Nice.
Shoe Nice. Never heard of him.
He made his claim to fame by being an alcoholic who ate everything. Like,
I know the type.
Yeah.
Although the ones I'm thinking of are probably considerably less fortunate.
No, don't get me wrong. It's not like he was particularly successful from the ordeal. He was...
I don't even mean
he
Like,
gained partial
career success.
Oh. Well,
have you ever
it ended the same way for him too.
Have you ever heard of a guy called King Cobra JFS?
That name sounds familiar, but I can't link it to something.
Maybe you should keep it that way.
I'm almost certain I've watched something under that channel name.
I think me and Fuckwit have posted his stuff in the channel before. That is a guy, for chat's benefit, that is the screen name of a guy we know. I'm not calling him that as a derogatory term.
Is that the guy who has this fucking, like, awful fucking haircut where it's like, he's almost completely bald at the top, but he's left everything else dangling by the side of his head?
Yes.
Okay, so I recognize the face, but I can't pin it to one particular thing that I went, oh, this is awful.
Yeah, I think it's fine to leave it there.
The Dermot Priory notes your assistance. Yep, I sure helped.
Most intensive Guild Wars 2 event contribution.
Bro, I'm just walking here.
Part of me did expect you to get caught up, like, doing content while you walked and talked.
Don't get me wrong. The temptation was there.
I mean, we do have time, and you do need some levels.
We can dilly-dally the closer we get to our goal.
You're actually closer than you might think.
So it would appear. I was like, huh, I really thought these mountains would fuck me over by making me walk all the fucking way around, but it looks like it'll let me go through somehow.
And somehow I'm no closer to catching up to you, even though I have a speed boost and you've been in combat half the time.
Oh, hey, those are risen. Nah, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oops, teehee.
Elder Dragon zombies. It's not our responsibility.
Yeah, who would ever sign up to fight zombies? Who would ever sign up to fight dragons, man?
Those idiots.
I think I might actually have to go around. Fuck. Alright, fair enough.
Or you could keep going south.
That's what I meant by going around. Care Evermore salutes you. I have no idea who I'm helping. My fucking undead minions are fighting their undead minions, and I'm getting credit
Oh, actually. No, actually, there's a portal right here. I finally caught up to you.
Oh. Well, pee pee poo poo, you took a portal, and I didn't.
No, I didn't. I walked. Same as you, I was just slower.
No. Wait, which character is this? How many do you have?
This is the same one I've been playing with you since the second dungeon.
Okay, so this is your fucking avatar-looking character. I see, yeah.
I have merely taken the liberty of getting new gear for myself.
Get a load of this guy grinding off stream.
You're gonna have to do that sooner or later.
Now, I'm preparing myself for it, and you know what? I was thinking about it too, because I was like,
Oh, I leveled up somehow.
just for the sake of playing something off stream, just like, I don't like playing new things off stream because I like sharing the experience of playing something for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But recently I was having it, so I was like, oh man, I kind of want to grind something, and MiHoYo Games, no, right?
But you don't have a lot to grind yet besides levels, but we'll get there.
Does this go anywhere? Looks like it goes to a cave, right?
It sure seems like a road we're on.
But yeah, all this to say, I was like getting gradually closer to being tempted to playing RLCraft again. That save is still there. And it's like, come on, Wild. You want to play RLCraft. You never got to the Lost Cities. You haven't fought the bosses. Come on, you know you want to grind all those levels so you can enchant all of your items and then lose them all because you can't fucking keep it up.
RLCraft, despite the fact that I liked it, it's one of the few things I've played where I don't feel bad for missing out on a lot of the content.
It's weird because it's in this place where, like, you could, depending on how you like video games, the early game could be the most fun part for you, or the late game could be the most fun part for you, but I don't think the mid game is ever the most fun part. Actually,
yeah, the mid game is where I usually peter out.
Yeah, because, like, you're at a point where you're strong enough to handle a good majority of the mobs, but then you realize that, like, oh, there's still so much I have to do just to get to the end game stuff.
Yeah, the progression paths are the big sticking point for me. Because for one, I'm pretty far removed from Minecraft at this point. I haven't really played it since before the Xbone came out.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I have since stopped like doing research on games, so I have very poor knowledge of how to even progress in RLCraft beyond the opening like flurry of desperation.
I've gotten oh my fucking god, look at this person's name.
Oh. Well, they chose the wrong profession. They should have been an elementalist.
SMH. But anyway, I was gonna say, like, I've gotten familiar enough with RLCraft from doing stuff off stream that I realize what I can do and get away with, but the idea of committing to that is so fucking daunting to me.
How so?
It's just like, so imagine all the effort.
I guess I should ask. Sorry, if it's any more daunting than RLCraft to begin with.
It's the same thing, but it's another phase of it. You know, it's like.
Okay. Oh, speaking of the world boss.
Oh, Sparkfly Fen, is that him?
No, that's the area.
I mean, in the splash art, is that him?
Yes.
Ah, so we're gonna be fighting a giant worm. Reptile. Oh!
You son of a bitch. Did you do that on purpose?
No, that was me disconnecting.
Oh. Well, it didn't look like anything happened on stream, so I thought you were rejecting the worms are back.
It blipped out. Hold on, I think I might have. I think that was Discord crashing, actually.
Oh.
That's weird. Hold on, let me.
A test of your reflexes.
Are you doing the soundboard on purpose?
Oh, that plays automatically when I join.
I fucking hate you, man.
Can you try leaving and joining again?
Hello?
Oh, you are super not popping up on my screen. Okay.
What is a man?
Oh, everything just fucking blew up for a second. That's weird.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that worked. That was so weird. It's like everything disconnected for a second, but you're back. Huh.
Huzzah! I exist.
Dagoth welcomes you,
Ow.
Nerevar, my old friend.
Am I going to die from just standing here? No, I'm fine. Okay.
I'm right next to you. I got you, bro.
All right. Oh, look at all these Warden Rangers being dead.
I think my game crashed.
Did it? Oh, damn.
Um,
Grant? Oh, no. He's still my party, though. Grant? Grab! Slay the massive jungle troll. Chat, can you guys hear me? I'm kind of scared now.
A test of your reflexes.
Gramp, are you there? Oh no, it's Bleak. Okay, he actually left. Okay, he's gone. Quickly. We did it! We slayed the massive jungle troll. Oh, the event's right up there. I'm struggling to comprehend whether this is connection issues or... Holy shit! Well, it wouldn't be a stream of mine without there being some kind of scuff, except this time it wasn't on my end.
yeah, that's never happened to me before.
Damn, I'm spreading the curse to you.
You wouldn't be the first one. So anyway, it appears that you've made it.
Yeah, that was much faster than I was expecting it to be.
All right, you may wander to your heart's content now. Actually, I guess I should double check if you have the right waypoints.
Medium crafting bag. Okay. Alim's penance discovered. Okay. Discovered a waypoint.
Yeah, come back south, south a ways.
Okay.
We do want to be at that southwestern shore.
Champion Risen Juggernaut. Nah, not my problem.
Imagine being a zombie killer.
I completely forgot what we were talking about before all this stuff happened.
I don't remember either.
Oh, I was talking about Allcraft. I was basically describing the, like...
Oh, yeah.
Once you're in the end game, it's like... You realize that all this stuff you've been working towards, like getting dragon armor and stuff like that, you can immediately lose it because you have to go to the Nether and the end. To say
Yeah,
nothing.
I
of
never
Lost
actually.
Cities.
Yeah, I never actually went to the Nether in RL Craft.
Oh, it's fucking
but-
awful.
Yeah, what I remember of Aya and Fur describing it, I'm kind of glad I didn't. Back west, I think.
You said
I
west,
know
and
I
I
told
started
you-
going east.
Yeah, I know I told you could wander, but at some point I have to conclude you're hopeless.
No, but like, it is one thing to die in the regular field. It is another thing altogether to die in the Nether, have your inventory pop out of you, and land in lava and disappear forever.
Yep.
That's I couldn't fucking bear the idea of that. Which is why I have been considering doing a ranged build the next time I play it. Hello, Brandon.
Seize the moment.
Hey, it's my people.
Carabrire's
My
a
peeps.
barrier to keep the undead from sweeping east and wiping out our remaining camps. If we fall behind, it could be disastrous. Is how you spell disastrous? Huh. Please lend a helping hand where you can. What do you need me to do? If corrupted plants infect the wall, they'll weaken it, so destroy them. Bring back any tools you find and reignite the tunnel's lamps to fend off undead. And if you see undead, kill them. I'm on it.
Yeah, good thing we've been doing that the entire time.
He's right. Death good. That makes 2 different instances of necromancy I'm involved with per week. That's weird.
Excuse me?
On Sunday, I show up on a friend's stream reading a visual novel called Tokyo Necro, which is about necromancers. And a bunch of other things, apparently.
Are you sure? I have it on good authority that things are only about one thing.
It's about a lot of sex.
Yeah, that's about par for a necromancer.
And a lot of weird graphic descriptions of people doing things with corpses that are still alive.
And so follow me this way to the. Oh, never mind. It's dead ahead.
Oh, okay.
We want this waypoint. No matter what we do, we want to get this waypoint.
Does the fucking thing fly over here or something?
You'll see. Kind of unfortunate that we have the landmine version of this map.
Nah, I'd win.
Okay, so now that we have that, you can do basically whatever you want.
Oh,
We want
fantastic.
to. We're going to want to come back here at 9:40.
Okay, you'll just have to remind me because I'm probably gonna forget in an hour.
Okay.
In the meantime, I guess we can complete some renown hearts and events.
Let's do it.
I'm probably not gonna be able to earn crafting levels at this point unless I start really. Looks at my inventory again.
Now would be a good time to sort that because you get a lot of very good loot from this world boss. Or I guess you can, I should say.
Alright, in that case, I'll let my minions attack anything that attacks me, and, hi, Dom. We're gonna fight a world boss in a sec. Well, by a sec, I
in
mean
a-
an hour.
In an hour and 15 minutes.
In the meantime, let's clear out my inventory. Bank Access Express. Oh, I didn't summon my Bone Fiend. I'm stupid. This means I can make dinner and not miss shit and win in my books. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome to stay for the podcast stream where we're going to be talking about Demon Souls and Demon Souls Remake. Isn't that right, Graham?
Why would you do this to me?
You're sounding like an NPC in the Tower of Latria. Please help me.
I laid no claim to Lord Ridiel.
Yeah, I don't think I ever, like, really followed through on his quest line whenever I played Demon Souls. I was about to literally say, "Hi, Wes, have fun being my BGM while I fry chicken." I'm
Yeah,
trying
Lord
to think
Ridiel
of,
is
like,
the kind of thing you have to deliberately backtrack for, which stands out in pretty much the entire game. So a lot of people probably aren't super fond of it.
Yeah. I'm trying to right now think about the idea of hearing my voice while I'm frying chicken at home.
Well, you are a chicken elemental.
In
You
a
had it
manner of
today.
speaking. Okay. Do I have any Dwarven Key? Maybe I should drop this.
Yeah, you can drop it. It's an extremely niche utility. Like, you use it to get 1 point of interest in Dredgehaunt Cliffs. And if you ever go back there, you're bound to get another one. Like, you use that Thimble of Karma.
I almost clicked the Bank Account Express. The drop of
It
liquid karma.
It wouldn't be a big loss.
I should probably buy stuff for dismantling.
You mean like a salvage kit?
Yes, that's the name of the item. I remembered.
Dismantling. Look at this guy.
Oh God. Miner's bag. Miner's bags. Okay, where's the nearest place I can... Actually, I should just stay until the Heart event is done, so let's do that.
There is a merchant north of the waypoint. Like at that Azura lab area. I guess I could use this time to do some crafting myself.
I know you saw me post it in the Risk chat, but I was thinking about that David Lynch edit image. Where it was like, it's such a sadness that people think they played Demon Souls on their PS5. Get real.
To some extent, that is true. Like, there is credit to be given to the idea that fundamentally changing the aesthetic and theme of a game means that you're no longer playing the original game.
Hey, you don't need to tell me.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. You can see the same thing in games like Black Mesa, which is a very good game, but it's not exactly Half-Life 1.
Fair. It's just... I don't think... I think it's important to recognize that it's a separate experience and not one that can be considered better necessarily.
Yeah,
Or
I think
maybe I'm
that's
trying to say
accurate.
different isn't always better.
Except in the case of the Demon Souls remake, in which case I would argue it is a
Different
straight
was worse.
downgrade.
Yippee! Kind of like the remakes. I can't really speak to those because I haven't played any of the remakes yet.
I thought people were pretty good on or pretty positive on the Resident Evil remake.
I think people are good on, I think, most of the remakes except for like 3. I think that's what it was, because I think people's problem with 3 is that it was it was basically a DLC for 2. I'm not 100% on that. because again, I have.
I mean,
played it.
that's kind of what 3 was in the to begin with, wasn't it?
I guess, but from what I heard, it felt like it was lacking, basically. I also hear, and again, don't quote me on this, but this is what I've heard, that it misrepresents the characters.
Well, it wouldn't be the first one.
You know, what I was gonna say was like, when remaking and adapting things, there's a lot to consider, and there's a lot of things that people like. There's a lot of subtle details that get lost in translation, just depending on who handles it. And in the case of something like Demon Souls, it's a lot of the little details that make it what it is.
For sure.
Like, part of the reason I think Demon Souls is so memorable is because of how just, like, weird and different it feels from, like,
Dreamlike and Alien.
even, like, comparing it to the future Souls games, it's like, it's different, you know? It's, like, I don't know how to describe it other than just, like, it has that, like, as you said, it's like a dreamlike quality.
For the way I would describe my initial experience with it is that much of it defies explanation.
It kind of feels like a cosmic horror in a medieval setting.
It's kind of in that vein, but not exactly. It does have the cosmic horror element of many of the events and themes and subject matters being beyond human comprehension. In fact, it repeatedly draws attention to that every time you kill a boss.
Yeah. And
Because what is a demon? Well, some of the demons are just animals. Some of the demons are weird head wraps. Like, there's no uniformity to it. It's
and then some
really
of them
weird.
are things like whatever
Like,
the
it's
fuck
not-
the adjudicator is.
Yeah, like, it's not inconsistent, but it's not uniform.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
like it again, it just defies explanation without like extremely thorough documentation. Good thing no one ever does that for these games, right?
I would say, like, by comparison, Dark Souls feels like a more straightforward dark fantasy setting. Whereas in Demon Souls, it feels like something...
Compared to Demon Souls, yes.
Yeah, because, okay, Dark Souls, yeah, you got fucking really weird shit, but it feels like
How were your endeavors,
a
Professor?
fairy tale that went wrong. If that makes sense?
Which one?
Sorry, let me try to re-explain it. It's like...
No, I'm not disagreeing. I just lost track of which one you were talking about.
I was going to make the statement that I think Dark Souls, as you explore it, especially the first one, not so much 2, but you kind of see it again in 3. It's like you're exploring the remnants of an entire civilization that is gradually dying, whereas in Demon Souls it feels like you've already wandered into something where everything has already gone wrong and there's nothing left. Except for everything that has gone wrong.
Pretty much. And it's actually part of Astrava's character arc to have that dawn on him. Like, there's nothing left here for a human, like, to live on.
Yeah, when you meet him, he's like, he's just come back from, like, some long adventure, and he's like, but everything was fine when I left. Now that I'm here, what the hell happened?
Let's hope that was the last of the rain.
And then the last time you encounter him, it's like, I went to see my dad, and my dad is not my dad anymore.
Yep.
I don't know what he is, and I don't think I can live with that. Whereas, like, in Dark Souls, it feels like things are still sort of fine. I don't know. How would I put it? Like, let's contrast the NPCs in Dark Souls. A good chunk of them,
The submerged section.
you'll find them in a certain spot throughout the world of Dark
It was
Souls.
nearly
They won't always be at the bonfire, right? They won't always be at Firelink Shrine.
Mm-hmm.
You'll repeatedly find them throughout the world, and in some cases, like the blacksmith, you will always have to find him in that one spot, right? And then, what's her name? The witch who teaches you the fire spells, she's always going to be in that one spot in the fucking swamp. I'm forgetting its name. Blighttown.
The one thing no one can forget, and you're forgetting it.
I'm a pro like that. But with Demon Souls, the only reason you'll ever find people outside the Nexus is that in some cases it's like you have Satsuki who is actively searching the Shrine of Storms for the Makoto, and then presumably once he gets it and or kills anyone who might know about it, i.e. you, he's probably gonna fuck off.
Have you the latest results?
And then there's Blacksmith. Is it Baldwin who's the one that isn't in the Nexus? It was in the.
Yeah, Ed is in the Nexus, so Baldwin is in Stone Fang
Yeah.
Mine.
He's there because he just wants to keep mining, or not mining, but smithing, without regard for his safety, essentially. Because smithing is everything that gives him purpose. And then there's
Hello,
Patches.
Robot Man.
And the stealth
Hi,
golem
Robot Man.
submersible.
And Patches is there because, you know, he's Patches. He just likes fucking with people he encounters along the way and likes basically looting the place for anything it might have that's still there. Everyone else stays in the fucking Nexus because it's fucking awful outside.
More or less. A couple of them do have their own agendas, such as Bjor and Ostrava.
Yeah, sorry, it's that anyone who doesn't have an active reason to be searching for something in
The crates are
in
taking
Boletaria or elsewhere
They were fit to be mastered.
is staying in the Nexus
Indeed.
because
Civilized
it's a
society
safe place.
feels
It's
They build
it's the
True.
only safe place. Like the guy who keeps your inventory, Thomas. Is that his name?
Stockpile Thomas.
Stockpile Thomas. Yes.
They did him dirty in the remake.
Did they?
He looks so weird.
Oh. That's too bad. I felt really, really bad for him because he was more or less the only, like, genuinely, like, innocent person.
He's, well, innocent for Soul standards, but he's
Yeah.
the most normal person, really.
He's what happens to a normal person in a setting like this.
Yeah.
He's just the equivalent of a blue-collar guy who is, like, just happened to get caught up in the worst possible apocalyptic scenario ever.
I'm not sure the look.
I felt bad for him. Like, I might be misremembering some of the details. He might have some more fucked up details in his background, but
He's not evil,
yeah, that's what it is. It's like,
but his backstory for getting to the Nexus is that he abandoned his family.
Foundation.
yeah, and that's why, and
Like,
he
out
feels
of
fucking
fear.
awful about that. He's a coward,
Yeah.
but it's like,
Yeah.
he's a coward, but like, can you really fucking blame him from cowering away from the shit that you experience? You know?
You'd prefer one built on fault lines and sinkholes?
I mean, I can blame anyone for anything, but I don't know about you.
I mean, I'll judge him for letting his wife and child die, but at the same time, I'll be like,
No, I'm shitposting.
I get it. Hey.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
so, every now and then, Souls has like a small inaccuracy. For instance, in Stockpiles Thomas's case, the body you retrieve his daughter's like hair ornament from is not a girl. Neither is the one